Well, I don't know if you remember, a while ago I made a abstract painting using some ice cubes. I want to try doing it on a much larger scale. So what I'm going to do is clean out these two pots, fill them with water, freeze them, and then use these as like paddles, massive giant ice cubes. And then see if I can produce a really large abstract painting and how it'll affect it when I use the ice on it. The ice is all nice and frozen. Didn't take long, obviously ice never does in the freezer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out, my blocks like this, and then let them soften off a little bit so they're just starting to melt. So all I need to do is leave them for about 10 minutes. I could heat them up and then hopefully they're going to run a little bit better. And also what I'm going to do is shave them a little bit as well this way by using my heat gun so they're more into a pointy shape. I'll show you when I've done. So that's what I mean by a wedge. So it's got a wedge going down there now and it gives me something more to be able to move the paint around with. And the colours I'm going to be using with this are just my normal colours: blues, reds, yellows, white and a little bit of black. And I'll probably put some gold or copper in it as well. I want some white space about on this canvas as well. So I'm not going to try and cover the whole canvas because I think that would be too much. But I do want it to be quite bright. I have no idea if this is going to work out properly or not, but in my head it is. Now I'm going to hold the ice by my hands, but you can get insulated gloves that will allow you to move the ice around and hold it without feeling any of that cold. So what I'm first going to do is put some white down. This is definitely going to be messy, but then there's nothing quite like messy for me. So I love messy. I'm going to put some white there, pop some red on the top of that and some yellow and then a little bit more white over that as well. And this is where I'm going to bring my ice in and move that around. It moves lovely. Really does slip across there beautifully. That ice is just slipping over there and that's turning into some oranges and some pinks and some yellows. A bit more yellow in that. There, I'm not going to use any white this time because I want it to be quite fiery at this bit. I think I need a bit more yellow here and a bit more here. Oh, I love that. Now, if I want to wipe that, I can clean that fairly easily because all I have to do is dip it in a bucket of water. I'll make sure I get my edges where I can. Now that ice is melting, it really is spreading over there ever so well. So easy to do. Now I'm going to put some blues on. So put my white down first and then I can put my blues on. Now some of this blue might go a little bit muddy, but I'm hoping it's not going to when it's mixed in with here. Also going to put a tiny, well, it depends if it's tiny, black down as well. Some few dots. Wipe up my ice block, get rid of all that orange and yellow and red from it. And now I can start to move this around in here. Oh, it is gliding so lovely. And now I've kind of, where I've had my fingers, it's holding, it's made like a grip to it as well. And this is a big old canvas. Right, there we go. So I'm now going to add some white to that too and lighten those colours up in places. A bit more blue here as well because it's a bit dark here. Okay, and now I'm going to add my copper. So I'm going to add some copper to this all the way through and a bit in where the negative space is. A little bit there, a little bit here, from here. A bit more blue here, I think. And that's done. I'm not going to do any more to that other than go round and do some of these edges a little bit more. And then I'm going to let this dry overnight and I'll look at it and see whether I'm going to varnish it or what I'm going to do with it. I think I might put a bit of this darker blue in it. In a few more places, actually. Okay, I'm now going to leave this, let it dry, and we see what happens. Well, since I've been looking at this, I've decided I don't really like that negative space up there. So what I'm going to do is put quite a bit of this copper tone in that negative space. I'm going to put some white under it, and then I'm going to bring it out and try and use that as a base. I mean, I'm no expert in abstracts, as you know by my other videos. I love having a go, and this has been just so much fun. It's been awesome. I've loved it. So putting some white there. Now I'm going to put some of this copper in here. I'm going to use my ice here again, cleaned. I'm going to spread this out like this. Bring some of it into everywhere else. This copper doesn't seem to be wanting to play the same game as the other paints. It might be because it's a metallic paint, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. And now what I'm going to do is go through here and use this ice just to put in some interesting marks all the way through. And what made me think of this was when I just dropped the ice on it, I saw what a great mark it made and I liked it. Oh, it's made it much more interesting. I'm just going to try a brush on this bit here where this copper is. See if I get that spread out a little bit more and then go in it with the ice. I'm going to put a couple more there and actually one coming from here to there, like that as well. And there we go. I'm not doing any more to it. I really like that now it's come up like that. And I'm going to let it dry. Well, I'm really pleased how this has come out. It's been varnished now twice. Sorry about the echo in here, but it's my dining room. It's been varnished twice. And I think it looks amazing. The best abstract picture I've done. It was so easy using that ice and so quick as well. Let me know in the comments what you think. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button. And most of all, don't forget to check out the video that's coming up next. This is also part of my journey of learning how to make abstract paintings. Take care, enjoy your crafting. Bye.